What is going on, you guys? So today we got kind of more of like an unstructured video. I think normally for my videos I kind of have more of a structure and it's just like concrete stuff flying through everything, but today is going to be a little bit more just like laid back vlog style kind of. But this video is more so going to be focused on fixing my oil leak that I have in my car, and also since we changed out this fuse in my car, it's been a lot better driving experience with the car. It's a very crappy day out right now. As you can see, very cloudy. Going to the gym right now, and also going to pick up some oil for this car whenever we do fix the oil leak. So basically what's been happening is that, I don't know if it was over tightened or something like that, we'll figure it out soon, but the bolt that you would take out to change your oil has been leaking. It like drips a lot. I think I've been having to throw an extra quart in like every single month because it's been leaking so much, and I don't know why I neglected it for so long. But I'm gonna go whenever I pick up my oil right now to go see if they have like a crush washer or something, because I don't have one on it. So I thought maybe buying like a crush washer would help it not leak as much. But should that not work, I'm gonna have to tap a new hole into it. I'm kind of nervous about that because I think the oil pan could crack, but we'll find out. So yeah, hitting a Napa right now, gonna see if we can fix this oil leak, which is the crush washer, and I'm getting some oil to fill it back up with after we do that. If not, it's gonna need tapped. So here we got the Pennzoil that I got, and also this is the part number for the crush washer. Now, of course, this is where the oil bung is. That's what we're gonna remove and where it's been leaking from. As you can see here, we're draining the oil out of the car, and this is the old washer that was on it. It is a crush washer, but it looks kind of like a normal washer from how much it's been used. Looks flat, worn out. So here's our new one up next to it. And this one looks a lot nicer. It has a flat side, and it also has like a curved kind of edge. You want to make sure that you put the flat side on the face of the bolt, and the more round side is going to be the one that faces into the pan, and that's going to crush as we tighten it in. So here's me just putting it back in. So I put it in the first time, and then I'll also get in there with a flashlight just to see if I crushed it completely or not, because I want to make sure that you tighten it enough that way it crushes the entire way and seals it off. Now, the reason I picked Pennzoil for this is actually kind of interesting. I've never used it before, but I heard it's supposed to be pretty good. It is a little bit expensive, but it is full synthetic and 5W30, which I think would be perfect for like my area. And I just want to see how like my car does on it. I'm not entirely sure that like high mileage oil does anything, but I've just always gotten high mileage oil from my cars. So I've just, kept with that as time's gone on. Now here we're gonna fill the car back up with oil so that we can go take it for a test drive and obviously see if like any oil leaks out of it now or whenever I get back from driving it. And here we go, just checking it right afterwards. I like to make sure that there's no spots on the floor or anything, just to make sure that the bolt is in fact tight enough. Okay, so now we just finished doing the oil, putting in the new stuff and also putting that crush washer on there. So I'm gonna take it for a test rip. Right now the oil is warming up, so I'll drive slow, let it warm up a little bit, and then as I exit and go around the block, I should hopefully be able to rip it a little bit. And then we'll see when I get back after it goes through like a heat cycle of the oil warming up and everything. It becomes a little bit more viscous, I think. That's how that works. So then when I get back and I'll see if it's dripping anymore. If it's not, that means that it's fixed with the crush washer. But if it does still drip, then that might mean that we need to like rethread the pan, or I might have to get a new oil pan or something like that. So we'll see when we get back. It doesn't leak a ton. Like, it's honestly not something terrible that you would have to fix, but I just don't like the fact that my car is leaking oil. So I guess we don't necessarily, have to be ripping it, but that makes it more fun. And it'll ensure that our oil, in fact, does get up to the highest operating temp. So I mean, if everything looks good after this, I think this car should be in basically tip-top shape for what needs done to get it to a point that's like finally good. So I talked a little bit about how it was having like some electrical problems and stuff before, like different lights dimming or the head unit turning out, and I'm gonna make another video talking more about that. But that was something that I fixed recently on it. That was a big problem that I had. This has been happening since I bought the car. I'm guessing that the crush washer just wore out after use, because the last owner didn't really seem to take the most care of this car. So hopefully it won't be dripping anymore. Okay, so here's just a quick video of after the drive. The bolt looks clean. I don't see any oil that's dripping off of it or anything, so that's really good. And then this next clip here, we also have the car the next day after I drove it. I just went to the gym and back, but even after that, and it sat overnight and everything, as we check out the bolt here, it doesn't look like there's any oil dripping off of it, so I think it is safe to say that this did solve my problem. As you guys could see, it wasn't leaking or anything under it, so I'm going to drive it today, but I think it's safe to say that that fixed it. Surprisingly, I feel like I didn't think that it was just going to be a little crush washer that was going to fix it, but that's good that that's all it needed. Okay, so it's now a couple hours later. I went out and checked it again, and there wasn't anything leaking out of the oil bungs, so I think it's safe to say that it's good. It just needed a new crush washer, and nothing else needed done to it to stop that oil leak, which after having this car for like 2 years, you know, you'd think that maybe I'd put aside some time to check it out, but I guess this was the time I finally got to get to it. So that's good that at least after that, now everything's in tip-top shape. So I think at this point, everything on the Subaru is good. There's not anything that's wrong with it that I can think of that might need changed. I'm pretty sure every problem has been addressed, big or small. So now it's running at 100% as it should. So if you guys enjoyed this video, it wasn't anything crazy. I'm gonna have another video coming out because I had a lot of electrical problems going on with this car. And it was just a fuse that needed replaced. So I'm just gonna put out a video of everything I did to diagnose that. And maybe if you're having a similar problem to what I did with different lights flickering or like your stereo turning off and stuff, it could be the main fuse that I also had to replace on mine that was making it so it was like idling weird. The dash lights would flicker, the headlights would flicker, the stereo would turn off, all different things like that. So I have another video coming out kind of going in depth about that. But yeah, that's all that we got for this video today. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, all those things. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.